The young lives lost and the social media twist.
In all my years prosecuting felonies, specifically murders, I have never seen anyone post or live tweet the actual murder. It goes to his frame of mind. Many people would argue he was temporarily insane. I would argue he had a desire to be known, to be seen, to be noticed.
Reporter Allison Parker's family shared this statement exclusively to ET, quote, "Today we received news that no family should ever hear. Our vivacious, ambitious, smart, engaging, hilarious, beautiful, and immensely talented Allison was taken from the world. This is senseless, and our family is crushed." Next, the love stories. Both victims were in new relationships.
Hey everyone, I'm Allison Parker.
Allison had just moved in with one of her on-air colleagues at the station, anchor Chris Hurst. He posted photos of them together and tweeted about his heartbreak, saying, quote, "We didn't share this publicly, but Allison and I were very much in love. We were together almost 9 months. It was the best 9 months of our lives." The cameraman, Adam Ward, had done some sports reporting.
In Salem, Adam Ward, News 7 Sports.
He was engaged to morning news producer Melissa Ott, who watched it all unfold. It was her last day on the show. She was about to start a new job in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Ward was going with her. Recently, she had participated in a makeover segment. And in his final moments, Ward may have captured critical evidence.
As he drops the camera, the last image that he captures in life is that of his killer.
And we're learning more about the deceased gunman, Vester Flanagan. He was a former reporter at the station and went by the name Bryce Williams.
After many incidents of his anger coming to the fore, we dismissed him. And he did not take that well. We had to call the police to escort him from the building.
He's had some conflict with both of his victims. And I think someone who then posts that on social media wants everyone to know just exactly how hurt and angry and disgruntled he is.
Hollywood offered condolences. Ellen tweeted, "Sending love." Sophia Bush posted she was shocked and horrified. And Piers Morgan called the crime horrendous.
Well, certainly our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody affected by this horrible event. And take a look at this picture, which was posted today, of Allison's boyfriend, Chris, holding a photo album. And Chris actually gave her the album for their 6-month anniversary. The couple had planned to fill it with photos of their life together.
I spoke with one of the Allison's family members. They said she loved the news and was devoted to her profession. They really just can't make sense of it all. You know, I was a former local news cameraman, same age as Adam, when he died. And this kind of thing hits so close to home. It is such a senseless tragedy. Okay, we move on. New developments with 19 kids and counting star Josh Duggar. He is checked into rehab, and now an adult film star has stepped forward claiming when Josh cheated on his wife, it was with her.
Hi everybody, I just wanted to say hi.
Danica Dillon alleges she had sex with Josh on 2 separate occasions, both times while his wife Anna was pregnant with the couple's 4th child.
I'm about to take a shower.
Dillon, a 28-year-old adult film star, told In Touch magazine Duggar first approached her at a strip club where she was performing in mid-March.
He showed up and told her, "I'm a fan, I followed your work for years," and then offered to pay her $600 for lap dances, and then proceeded to ask her for sex and said he would pay her $1,500. She agreed, and he came to her hotel, and this was consensual sex. But everything turned violent, and she was terrified of him. In the end, he dropped $1,000 on the table and walked out the door.
Josh Duggar has entered rehab reportedly for sex addiction. Today, his parents issued a statement. "We are so deeply grieved by our son's decisions and actions. His wrong choices have deeply hurt his precious wife and children."
Danica feels that Anna should leave Josh, and she believes that other women will come forward. This is just the beginning.
And there is more. Josh's sisters are part of a new documentary, and they address being molested by their brother. It's all part of Breaking the Silence and will air this Sunday on TLC.
Well, last night in Los Angeles, Taylor Swift kept her streak alive of bringing superstars up on stage, and only Taylor could make it happen night after night after night. That is girl power, and that is what we're celebrating in tonight's Quick Hits.
Taylor's latest power play, a duet with John Legend last night at LA Staples Center. Tay-Tay posted this video with the caption, quote, "Night 4 and John Legend showed up. Everyone sang along and it was perfect. Thank you." And if that weren't enough, well, Beck in St. Vincent, that's Cara Delevingne's girlfriend, showed up for a little jam session. Now for a new Hollywood dream team.
She's the coolest chick you'll ever meet.
That is Amy Schumer sharing her love for J-Law on The Daily Show. The two have vacationed together, Human Pyramid together, and now they're writing a comedy to star in together as sisters. Jennifer tells the New York Times that after emailing Schumer about how much she loved Trainwreck, the two became fast friends, saying, quote, "We started emailing, and then emailing turned to texting. We really hit it off, to say the least." And finally, some hard hits.
I'm super excited.
Right?
19-time boxing world champion.
Ronda Rousey isn't pulling any punches when it comes to Floyd Mayweather.
He said, you make $300 million in a night, then you can give me a call. And I actually did the math. I am actually the highest paid UFC fighter, and I'm a woman. And I think I actually make 2 to 3 times more than he does per second.
The UFC champ's last fight ended in a knockout 34 seconds in. And with a $230,000 purse, it comes out to over $6,000 a second. But Ronda might want to check her math because Mayweather's single night earnings come out to almost $140,000 a second. Not that she's worried, though.
When you want us to read and write, you can text me then.
All right.
Ooh, some fighting words there. All right, well, you cannot pack more girl power into one picture than this. Take a look. Melissa McCarthy posted this shot of the all-female Ghostbusters cast standing alongside all the women also working on the movie. And love that banner, ladies. And there is going to be a lot of girl power on television. We already have Taraji, Juliana, and Viola. Well, now get ready for Priyanka. She is one of our breakout stars of fall TV.
We've actually named you one of our fall breakout stars.
Awesome. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Some call her the Angelina of India. Already a badass Bollywood star, she's a former Miss World guest model, and she's recorded music with both will.i.am and Pitbull.
I'm feeling so excited.
Now Priyanka is taking over American screens as FBI agent Alex Parrish in ABC's Quantico.
Indian people have always been put into a box, a stereotype of what we should be like. So I love that she has, this smart intelligence, and she's like the female Jason Bourne.
They pushed us beyond our limits to see if we'd crack.
How many push-ups can you do?
I'm thinking like 11.
Our next breakout star, Jake McDorman. He's a humble Texan in person, but a total macho man who can use the full extent of his brain on CBS's Limitless.
You're offering me one pill. Well, if things go the way I expect they will, you're gonna have as much NZT as you need.
I've got to tell you before we get started, ET has named you one of their breakout stars of the fall TV season.
No way, did you really? Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
You first met Jake starring alongside Bradley Cooper in American Sniper. And when Bradley wanted to do a TV series based on his Limitless movie, well, he knew McDorman was his man.
Bradley's an executive producer, and he really thinks you'd be great for the lead. And I was like, no, he doesn't. Shut up.
Another guy set to break out is Josh Peck. He stars as John Stamos' lost son and Fox's grandfather.
How'd the date go? Good. She liked my clothes.
Have you ever been on entertainment tonight?
I am now, and it's outstanding.
Josh recently co-hosted the Teen Choice Awards, and he's a king of comedy on Vine. But 10 years ago, Josh was a star on the Nickelodeon hit Drake and Josh. Now 28, he's all grown up, dropping more than 100 pounds of baby fat.
There were moments in which I ate my feelings, but for the most part, I think I was like many teens, figuring it out and not necessarily totally comfortable with myself at times, but I look back on that time pretty fondly now.
Being comfortable in your own skin, always most important. Well, we have big TV news for you tomorrow. We are going to be at Disneyland to exclusively announce the next 2 celebrities who will be on Dancing with the Stars, so you don't want to miss that.
Coming up, Steven Tyler has gone country. We're behind the scenes as the Aerosmith actor hits the set of Nashville.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And she judged others on what not to wear. Inside Stacey London's own story being bullied for her looks.
You look infectious or like the Elephant Man. I will always have some form of body dysmorphia.
We've got that and a bunch more.
Stay with us, everybody.
Closed captioning provided by
This isn't just the start of school. This is the new year. Find the styles and brands for every big moment. Where? Famous Footwear.
We snap it.
We stack it.
We smush it.
We love it.
Hershey's makes it a s'more.
You make it special.
Hershey's is mine.
Yours.
Our chocolate.
WUSA 9's First Alert Weather is DC's most accurate forecast, and Tenacious Topper's 3-degree guarantee proves it every night. Accurate forecast tonight at 11.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck. Plus $1,000 bonus cash from Ford on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride ends soon.
I never miss. And neither should you. Don't miss Xfinity's best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play. Just $89.99 a month for 2 full years. You'll get X1 DVR service free for a year, so you don't miss your favorites. X1 from Xfinity will change the way you watch TV. So don't miss out.
Get the X1 Triple Play for just $89.99 a month for 2 full years. Plus, ask how to get up to $500 back. Don't wait. Call or visit Xfinity.com today.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck. Plus $1,000 bonus cash from Ford on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride ends soon.
We were exclusively behind the scenes with Fifth Harmony, shooting their new music video for I'm in Love with a Monster. It's on our website, etonline.com.
Get an amazing deal right now at Toyota's annual clearance event. This event ends September 8th. Buy a Camry with $1,500 cash back, or take 0% APR plus $500 Toyota finance cash. Toyota, let's go places.
Get this, I was at my shop, tied up with a customer when I realized the time. I had to get to the bank before it closed, so I made a break for it. When I got out, it was almost closing time. Traffic was bad. I knew I was cutting it close. But it was okay. I use TD Bank. It's got the longest hours and stays open an extra 10 minutes every day. I'm Sid, and I bank human at TD Bank.
Get an amazing deal right now at Toyota's annual clearance event. This event ends September 8th. Lease a RAV4 for only $199 a month, or buy with 0% APR financing for 5 years. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm on the top of the world.
It's gonna be a HIT.
That is a peek at Aerosmith legend Steven Tyler hitting the stage on Nashville. Now, Steven actually plays himself on the season 4 premiere, which is September the 23rd on ABC. And only we were behind the scenes, where Steven told us his biggest challenge is remembering his lines.
I get nervous. I can't remember my name. You know, I gotta have teleprompters out for Dream On when girls are lifting up their shirts in a rock concert.
Oh, the problems of a rock star. Meanwhile, on TV tomorrow night, the star we first got to know as co-host of What Not to Wear, Stacey London. She's famous for her tough talk, but behind that fierce point of view is the pain she has never talked about until now.
I think that I will always have some form of body dysmorphia.
She's a style guru to millions of fans, but being diagnosed at an early age with psoriasis, a chronic skin disorder, was devastating for Stacey.
It was head to toe, from the neck down, red scales all over my body. And I would get bullied at school.
London opens up about everything in her new TLC special, Love, Lust, or Run, Stacey revealed, and just tweeted about her new gig as a contributor on The View. And while she's a natural at dishing out style tips, Stacey says retail therapy can be therapeutic for her as well.
I know what it's like to feel less than about yourself. And I can spot it now very quickly in other women. And the more I can be compassionate with them, I mean, truly, they're giving me the gift because it's allowed me to be more compassionate with myself.
Very brave of her to speak out, and I've always loved her fashion sense. And speaking of fashion, well, here's something I'm very excited to tell you about. My new clothing line with Evine Live is coming out, and I have given etonline.com the first look at my family, of course. So check that out, and please join me tonight for the web show on evine.com at 10 p.m. Eastern. Well, up next, exclusive video. Nick Gordon's emotional visit to Bobby Christina and mom Whitney Houston's grave. But it has many asking, was this scene staged?
She's in a better place than we are.
Then Cindy Crawford's private island summer retreat. It's good living being a supermodel, her husband, or her kids. We go inside her charmed life from the beginning. Next.
Unbelievable. Toenail fungus? Seriously?
Smash it with Jublia.
Jublia is a prescription medicine proven to treat toenail fungus. Use Jublia as instructed by your doctor.
Look at the footwork.
Most common side effects include ingrown toenail, application site redness, itching, swelling, burning or stinging, blisters, and pain. Smash it!
Make the call and ask your doctor if Jublia is right for you.
New larger size, now available.
It's here, Kohl's lowest prices of the season. Save big throughout the store. For the boys, their favorite tees, only $7.99. And colorful juniors camis, just $4.99. Find the lowest prices of the season on Jumping Beans tops and bottoms, $5.99. And on the Big One bath towel, just $2.99. Plus, graphic tees for him, $7.99. And essentials for her, $4.99. You'll get Kohl's cash too. Don't miss Kohl's lowest prices of the season. It only happens twice a year, this Wednesday through Sunday. Find your yes. Kohl's.
Here at Humana, we value sticking with things. When something works, people stick with it. More people stick with Humana Medicare Advantage because we stick with them. Humana Medicare Advantage, the plan people stick with.
A morning news dream duo gunned down on their own air.
We're live in Roanoke with new details about the victims and the lives they left behind.
The troubled suspect and social media's role throughout the ordeal, tonight at 11.
For a limited time, Long Roofing presents free gutters with every roof replacement. Call now, 800-715-LONGS.
At Kia, we have some really big news. Soul and Sorento, both just ranked highest in their segment in initial quality by J.D. Power. To celebrate, we're making it easier than ever to get behind the wheel. With 0% financing for up to 66 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on the Soul, or $750 bonus cash on the Sorento. Experience the award-recognized quality of the Kia Soul and Sorento. Test drive one today at your local Kia dealer.
با प्रायोरिटी टोयोटा खुश आमदीद।
Welcome to Priority Toyota.
हम प्रायोरिटी टोयोटा में आपका स्वागत करते हैं।
Bienvenidos a Priority Toyota.
Welcome to Priority Toyota in Springfield.
You can have it all. For a limited time, Long Roofing presents free gutters with every roof replacement. Call now, 800-715-LONGS.
Isn't it time you got along?
Hi, I'm Stephen Colbert, and I'll be hosting The Late Show on CBS. What's that? Oh, CBS. Well, that's even better. I like them. They have The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, starting September 8th.
Only on CBS.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, you ever wonder what it must be like to be one of the most famous supermodels ever with two gorgeous children, a handsome husband, and celebrity friends like George Clooney? Well, it certainly must be good to be Cindy Crawford. So, you look at the photo of Cindy in her swimsuit with her kids who actually want their mom to be draped all over them. Then you check out this one, Presley and Kaya jumping in the lake, as Cindy and Randy with the pretty awesome abs none of us knew he was hiding look on. And well, we just can't with all the perfection, right? We'll just hashtag this life goals. Vogue.com's look at the 7-acre private island retreat the Gerbers own. You secretly want to hate them for literally having it all, but then you realize you can't because they're just so nice. After all, Cindy is a for reals legit supermodel. The nice girl with a naughty body who, even though she turns 50 next year, doesn't look a day older than that day E.T. worked out with her back in 1991.
As a model, I mean, my body's I have a reputation of having sort of a very round body, and I didn't want that to go away. I didn't want to be super skinny or, super cut.
The kids, well, they are look-alike gorgeous and totally not spoiled.
So Mother's Day is this weekend.
We got a few things planned. Nothing too crazy, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Don't want to spill it yet, but yeah, it's a day for you, so.
It's whatever I want, right?
They've got this cute photo bomber as a BFF/neighbor, and one priority is giving back.
One of the things, you teach them, yes, you have a great life, and with that privilege comes, great expectations.
Okay, come on. There's no way that Cindy looks like she's turning 50 next year. But that landmark birthday actually prompted her to write a book. And Cindy says she wants to share some of her life lessons. Becoming is due out next month.
Well, this month I attended the funeral and burial of Bobbi Kristina Brown. I have to say, it was one of the saddest stories I have ever covered. Nick Gordon, her ex-boyfriend, and the man some believe may have played a part in her death, attended neither. He was banned. But recently, Nick paid a visit to Chrissy's gravesite, which is right next to where her mother, Whitney Houston, is buried. Nick came prepared with red and pink roses and a folder filled with photos of him with Bobbi Kristina and Whitney. The 25-year-old carefully placed them all on the gravesite. After a few minutes, Nick removed his sunglasses, wiped his tears, and sat quietly. Nick spent about an hour at the cemetery. He was somber, emotional, and sometimes he spoke softly, touching the plot where Bobbi Kris now rests in peace. But of course, this isn't Nick's first time at the grave.
This feeling is completely surreal. I miss her. She's in a better place than we are.
Back in October of 2012, Nick went with Bobbi Kristina to visit Whitney's burial site for the first time. 8 months after she died, the entire Houston family was there.
I can't push myself to leave her.
Dad, I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
This is the hardest thing I'll ever have to encounter, ever in my life.
The moment was filmed for the Houston's Lifetime docuseries. Details of Nick's visit are in this week's National Enquirer. And while E.T. obtained the video, we also have to question Nick's motives. There are various camera angles, so it clearly looks staged. And we know Gordon has set up other opportunities for the camera. He's the target of a wrongful death lawsuit and believed to be strapped for cash.
For as long as I can remember, Nick has been there. Nick has been my backbone. He's saved my life at this point. You know, he's been everything for me.
Bobbi Kristina and Nick always made it seem like everything was okay in their relationship, but the details from the lawsuit make you question what happened behind closed doors. It's alleged that on January 31st, Nick had been out all night on a cocaine and drinking binge. There was a 30-minute argument with Bobbi Kristina. He gave her a toxic cocktail, and she was later found unresponsive in a bathtub with a swollen mouth and a tooth hanging.
I have been doing Xanax. I've been sober besides that. Mom, I would never hurt anybody. I know. I love people. I love babies, everything. My heart hurts. I have panic attacks.
So these are the different faces of Nick Gordon. On Dr. Phil, he is broken, doing drugs, and having panic attacks. In the lawsuit, which Nick's lawyers call a fictitious assault, he's portrayed as a violent man with a temper and an addict. And at Chrissy's gravesite, Nick is a lonely man filled with remorse and sadness, missing the person he allegedly loved. The image is full circle. Whitney, Bobbi Kristina, Nick, and the tragedy of it all.
There she is. It's not easy looking down at that ground and knowing that that woman you spent, the past 18 years of your life with is gone.
Now, the family really has tried to move on and has had no contact with Nick, but I will tell you this. At the time of her death, Chrissy was hoping to clean up her life, which included a possible stint in rehab and wanted to return to work at Tyler Perry's studios. And I'm told one of the last messages to family members said she hoped to do it without Nick. We'll be back.
Kia Soul just ranked highest in its segment in initial quality by J.D. Power. And now it's even easier to get behind the wheel. With 0% financing for up to 66 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash. Hurry in today.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Now every Ford truck has 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers. Free from interest for 6 years and free to choose. F-150, Super Duty, every built Ford Tough truck. 0% financing for 72 months on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck. Now get 0% financing for 72 months or up to $10,400 in total savings on F-150. The free ride ends September 8th. Hurry to your local Ford dealer.
Kia Optima was named a top safety pick for the 5th straight year. And now, it's even easier to get behind the wheel of a new Optima. With 0% financing for up to 66 months, plus $1,500 bonus cash. Hurry in today.
Travel consideration provided by...
Come to the Sears Labor Day mattress sale and save up to 60% on top brands. And receive a $200 or $300 award card on qualifying models. Up to 1/3 of your life is spent on a mattress. But the right mattress can make the other 2/3 that much better. Sleep matters to Sears because dreams matter to you.
Well, time for us to go now, but remember, you can always find the entertainment news any time of the day as it happens on our website, ET Online.
We're out of here, but before we go, check this out.
Welcome to Asia. You're gonna love it here.
Owen Wilson and Lake Bell star in the intense new drama No Escape, which just hit theaters today. They play an American family trapped in a political uprising. And Owen and Lake both welcomed new babies last year, so trying to keep your kids safe really hit home.
When it's your children and the ages they are, where they're so innocent, your animal instincts kick in.
WUSA 9 has DC's most accurate forecast.
We're going to start the 3-degree guarantee.
And proves it every night.
Last night we went 75. The actual high.
WUSA 9's 3-degree guarantee tonight at 11.
Time travel to fun.
Fun for the whole family.
The Maryland Renaissance Festival.
Busy day, huh?
Yep, our annual clearance event really brings them in. I can barely keep up by myself. 0% APR financing. Tons of amazing inventory. Only happens once a year. Hologram number 17 seems to have gone rogue. I'm the real Jan now. 0%, 0%.
Now, lease a RAV4 LE for only $199 a month. Or buy one with $750 cash back from Toyota. Or 0% APR financing for 5 years.
It's all yours.
Thanks, Jan.
Toyota, let's go places.
While others pre-form and pre-cook, Boston Market promises to make food good. Like our Parmesan Tuscan rotisserie chicken, made with Italian spices. Only $7.99. Boston Market. All good.
I never miss. And neither should you. Don't miss Xfinity's best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play. Just $89.99 a month for 2 full years. You'll get X1 DVR service free for a year, so you don't miss your favorites. X1 from Xfinity will change the way you watch TV. So don't miss out.
Get the X1 Triple Play for just $89.99 a month for 2 full years. Plus, ask how to get up to $500 back. Don't wait. Call or visit Xfinity.com today.
Marinate your steak with Kikkoman to enhance its juicy, natural essence.
As if you needed any more incentive to take a road trip this summer. Here's 0% APR for 72 months, along with 2 world-class cars with incredible fuel efficiency. The stops will be few, the experiences will be many. Come see the Chrysler 200 and 300 before the Chrysler Summer Clearance event ends. Get 0% financing for 72 months plus $2,500 total bonus cash on Chrysler 200 models in stock the longest.
Time travel to fun.
Fun for the whole family.
The Maryland Renaissance Festival.
Previously on Big Brother. Osh twins had made different alliances with everyone in the house.
Austin's Angels.
Yeah, I love it.
The Scamper Squad.
We definitely want to work with you.
Yep.
The deal that we want to make with you guys is like we keep each other safe. It's just you two.
So when Austin won head of household,
Congratulations! You are the new head of household!
it was time to choose a side.
It's time for me to make a decision. Is Austin gonna play this game, or is Judas? Is it time to betray somebody?
Deciding to keep James and Meg safe.
You guys aren't going up? Hell yeah.
When Austin tells me that I'm safe, I'm feeling real good about it.
Austin knew he had only 3 possible targets.
Either Vanessa, Steve, or Johnny Mac. Could get ugly.
Knowing Johnny Mac would go up, Austin wanted a pawn.
The problem is the pawn has to come from this room.
So it's got to be you or me.
And even though Steve flat out refused,
I know you don't want to go
I
up.
do not want to go up.
I know. Okay.
it wasn't enough to keep him off the block.
Johnny Mac and Steve, you're victims just like I am. But unfortunately in life, victims aren't we all.
But Judas may still have a backdoor plan up his sleeve.
The backdoor option is still open for Vanessa.
Tonight, will the power of veto save either Steve or Johnny Mac? Plus, the roasting robot Zingbot is back.
What's up, losers?
All this right now on Big Brother.
I like your butt.
I love your butt. This nomination ceremony is adjourned. I put John and Steve on the block this week because I feel like that is the least risk for my game. I didn't put Vanessa up on the block, but she's still on my radar. If somebody comes down with the veto, she might have to be the one that goes up.
I'm not dumb, Austin. I could very easily be a target for you this week. I don't feel safe.
So Austin promised me that me and Johnny Mac aren't going to be sitting on the block next to each other. But right before the nomination ceremony, I saw Vanessa and Austin talking upstairs heading down. I'm really frustrated Austin went back in our alliance, but I gotta give Vanessa credit. I don't know how she's working this magic, but as a superfan, I have to appreciate her gameplay, and she is good.
How are you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the target.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, I was already lied to, so who knows, but yeah. I'm almost too much in awe of her gameplay to be upset. Like, she is incredible.
Did they tell you it would be you and her up, or?
I knew there were a certain number of choices, and I knew we were one of them.
Yeah. They won't use it.
You don't think so? Then let's win the veto. That is what we do best.
Everyone.
Yes.
So it's no secret, Austin and the twins and I, our relationship right now isn't exactly where it used to be. But not being nominated by Austin was a great starting point for rebuilding this relationship into what it used to be and what it can be. I'm really sorry that you were in that position. And all I can say is, like, I'm very thankful. I'm telling you guys, like, I will not cross you. I have good integrity, I do.
It's not my best interest to let you go this week, period. I may be Judas, but I keep my word, so. I want to make things smooth with Vanessa, so I'm telling her what she wants to hear. I don't know what I'm going to do this week. Right now, every option's still on the table, and I'm not going to decide on who's safe and who's not until I find out what's going on with that veto.
I think you need to have a talk with Steve right now, because I think you owe him.
Here he comes, good.
This is something Vanessa is going to talk about publicly. If the bombs somehow stay the same, you are not going home. Okay. And this is in this room right here.
So I thought I'm sorry. I thought you just said you want to say it publicly.
Well, yeah.
Like in front of us.
No, that she just.
Oh,
she
publicly
that.
for Scamper.
Yeah, it's for us.
Nice.
In this room, you have the votes. You're not going anywhere.
Can I ask who your target is?
If it stays the same, Johnny Mac goes. I'm sorry, but he's the last person we've made an alliance with.
All right, I'm gonna go try to get sleep for tomorrow's veto comp. If you want to pick me, you can.
Well, I'm definitely playing.
Do whatever Austin wants, honestly.
She's good now. Okay. Like.
So, you have no desire to send her home this week?
I mean, there's arguments both ways for why she did what she did. If you come off the block, I'm gonna have to put her up, I feel like. It's gonna, oh God, it's gonna be tough.
What the f is that? What? I just heard like tapping.
Is James in here? He's probably on the floor next to you.
No, he's not.
Get to the light.
No, I fell. He's not there. What is that?
Who's doing that?
I don't know.
Do you hear it, Johnny?
I hate this room. It's haunted.
Oh my god, you got me!
Oh, damn! James was in here! Bam, bam, bam!
Hey everybody, it's time to pick players for the veto competition. Jeez!
Yeah!
Only 6 people will participate in the veto competition. The head of household, the 2 nominees, and 3 other players selected by random draw. Will the nominees please join me up here?
It'd be cool if Meg and Julia played today just because they're weekend competitors and easier to beat, but at the end of the day, I just have to be prepared to win this thing for myself at this point.
As HOH, I will pick first. Someone I trust needs to win this veto. I cannot allow one of the nominees to take themselves off the block. I need to have the power to keep my options open and keep my targets wide open. Vanessa.
Please get picked.
If it's anyone but Meg, I'm very disappointed.
I'm hoping to draw Meg or Julia. They aren't very athletic, and they don't really have a whole lot going on upstairs.
Julia.
So happy. Oh my god.
It's the first time your chip was drawn.
Big Brother will inform us when the competition is to begin.